you. Someone invited you to learn a little bit about how to get rid of some inflammation, how to maybe increase your energy, or maybe you need to lose some weight. Chances are one of those three has probably been an issue in your life at some point, maybe more than one, maybe all three at the same time. I know I've literally had all three at the same time. Right now, I still try to fight inflammation and energy, but I still use one of the products regarding weight loss consistently just because of some of the other things it does for my body besides just keep weight down. So next slide. That is what we're going to be talking about tonight. There's going to be some people on that I'm going to invite to help share. This is Brandon. He's on. Brandon, will you unmute yourself real quick and just tell real fast how much weight you've lost between the pictures? And I know you restarted your journey on January 1st. So if you want to give a little bit about that real fast.
Yeah, when I first started the product, I lost 62 pounds. And then my wife got pregnant and I started gaining weight while she was pregnant, but I'm back on the products and they're going pretty well. So I'm ready to lose the 62 pounds plus more.
Sounds good. Thank you for joining in. All right, next slide. This is Richard Tuggle. I don't know if he's on. Let me see. Richard, are you on? No, he's not on. That's okay. No, Richard personally is from Arkansas. I believe he's lost 120 pounds now. This is Linda. And you can go ahead and go to the next slide. I do think Linda's on, and I want her to, if she wouldn't mind coming on and telling real quick about the difference between her legs in this picture. I like to make sure people know that this leg is not injured on the left. Anthony, will you zoom in so people can see it a little better? The picture on the left is literally just inflammation, and she got on the inflammation product, and within, I don't know if Linda's on, maybe it's a different Linda that's on. But so I'm going to tell her story for her. But she got on the inflammation product, and within 2 weeks, I believe, her picture, her ankle on the right is what it had been reduced to. Now, again, this leg was not injured. It was not broken. It was not strained. She was holding inflammation from a surgery or procedure gone bad, and her body was just severely inflamed. And so this is why one reason we love the inflammation product, because it actually really works. So one of my favorite products. Next slide. There's a lot of pictures in this. This is Kim Gray. She's lost over 70 pounds. She's from Alabama. She was on disability. She got off her disability and just thriving. So this is the lady of the hour. It's kind of zooming through some of these pictures because I really wanted to get to her. Dr. Kristal, if you wouldn't mind unmuting yourself and tell us your new actual weight loss.
Oh my goodness.
Because it's over. It's not 100 pounds anymore. It's more.
Yeah. So it's close to about 100. Right now, it's about 157 pounds.
Did y'all hear that? 157 pounds. Yeah. I mean, that's incredible. That's like a whole person.
It is. And I think about that. And even that whole person that I lost is overweight. It still blows my mind. Here's the thing. I don't, it blows my mind because I had tried so many things. Nothing had ever, it was just a diet before. Mm-hmm. And as much as I am so thankful for to be able to step on a scale and show the numbers, what I really love about it is how much time I get back in my brain because I'm no longer thinking about dieting. I'm no longer thinking about the weight loss. I literally stepped into a world of I'm going to do one healthy thing after another healthy thing. And I found myself losing the weight. And the side effect of living this healthier lifestyle has set me up to have success finally. And I love it. I love my life because it's not about losing weight anymore. It really is about just becoming a healthier me. So.
And I'm assuming your energy levels are much better.
Yeah. Like when I say side effect, there's lots of really good ones. So I sleep better. I have better energy. The inflammation is under control. I don't talk about it a lot, but I had 2 back surgeries. I'm a chiropractor. Do you think I wanted to go to have back surgeries?
No.
I didn't, but the pain was so bad. The inflammation was so bad. The injuries were so bad. And now here I am, the healthiest I've ever been. So.
Well, I appreciate you so much getting on. I'm going to come back to you if you don't mind throughout the presentation when I start product talking, because I know you are an expert on these. And sometimes it's nice for people to hear more than just me talk about them, because everybody has their own quirks and things that they really like. And I hone in on mine, and I want you to kind of hone in on yours. This is Randall. Is from Murfreesboro. Know Randall personally. He lost over 140 pounds himself, but his wife and his son also lost a lot of weight. So this is the reason I love the products. I hate this picture. I say this every time. Got to get this picture of me out of this presentation because my eyes are closed, but I didn't build the PowerPoint. But I use the MOA for inflammation, obviously, but for performance purposes. It helps me recover faster. I can train consistently hard each day or harder each day because I recover so much faster by keeping that inflammation down. So it's great for your athletes, people, not just for people who are sick or you think they're just inflamed. It is got multitudes of benefits for everybody. Next slide. Because I think it goes right into our products. No, this is Craig. I actually don't know Craig, but personally, but I do love this picture because he's lost over 200 pounds. So let me tell you why I love the products to start with in general. Our products, okay, so all products are not created equal, guys. So when we start talking about products that are on the market and you say, why are yours different than the ones I might go get in the Vitamin Shop or Walgreens or Walmart? Because ours actually come with specific stamps of approval or seals of approval. Favorite one is the United States Pharmacopoeia seal. So when you get our package and our product, whatever it says is in the product is actually in this product. Okay, I could go to Walgreens and I might be trying to buy a vitamin D supplement, and it might say it has such and such amount of vitamin C in it or vitamin D in it, and it actually doesn't, or we might not know if it does or not. There's really no proof of knowing it unless it has some sort of seal on it. If it has a USP seal on it, that means it's actually been tested, verified that this amount of this ingredient is in this product, and you can take it to the bank that it's in there. There's actually lawsuits going on in New York State for them, a product claiming that there was creatine in it. This is an athletic product, so I just knew about it. And there was actually 0 creatine in the supplement, even though it was marketed all over the product. It took years for the people to find out and figure it out, but then they started getting sued. But there is no governing officials over our supplements like there is in other countries like Europe and Canada and Australia. It's sad that we don't have one. The FDA monitors our food and they monitor our drugs, but they don't monitor our supplements. So people can put out anything on the market and you can go buy it and think you're doing the right thing. And you really sometimes don't know what you're getting. So I love that all of ours are USP sealed. We have some other ones that of course, I always go back to athletes, but athletes can take them safely. They're not going to be red flagged for any banned substances. And in my opinion, they're superior because of the way they're packaged, the way they're manufactured, their ingredient source, and the wholesomeness of all the ingredients that are in the product. So move slide, because I want to get to the meat of the products, because that is what most people have come for. So these are some more of the seals that you can see, and there's literally dozens of them. So let's get to our first product. And I only talk about 3 tonight, 3 that are in the transformation pack. And I specifically like these 3 because they address 3 things again: that people struggle with every day, whether it's inflammation, weight loss, or energy. So I'm going to talk about inflammation first and what this product does. This is by far my favorite supplement I've ever taken in my life. So if somebody said you could only pick one, which one would it be? Everybody might have their favorite. My favorite is MOA. And in MOA, and it stands for Mother of All, if you're wondering what MOA is, in MOA is 36 superfoods. So you're saying, what is a superfood? A superfood is a very nutrient dense food. It's going to carry a lot of vitamins, a lot of minerals, maybe phytonutrients. And in this little pouch, you're going to get a world of things. You're going to get immunity support. So you're going to boost your immune system. You're going to get anti-inflammatories. You're going to get things that obviously boost or help your inflammation go down. You're going to get things that boost your energy. Now, it's not going to be an energy product. It's going to be like a natural energy. Like, oh, I get home from work and I just don't feel like I have to sit down. I can actually still do other stuff. You just feel good. You feel like going for a walk. You feel like doing things. There's bergamot in this, and I'm going to list a few of my favorite ingredients. Bergamot is good for people with high cholesterol. It's going to help your LDL levels. There's bioprint in it. Bioprint is a patented black pepper extract, okay? And that's going to help your body absorb all the wonderful nutrients that are in this little pouch. It also helps you absorb your food nutrients. So the things you eat, your bioprint is going to help you uptake. There are 6 medicinal mushrooms. Now, the 6 medicinal mushrooms are my favorite part of this pouch. Okay, if you were to look up just one of the mushrooms that are in this pouch, you would see just tons and tons of benefits from just the one. That was what got me sold. I started looking up every ingredient. When I got to the mushrooms, I was like, holy cow, it does this. Shiitake does this. The reishi does this. And my husband, funny story, he actually said the other day, he's like, did you know the lion's mane does this? And I'm like, you take lion's mane every day when you drink that MOA. No, we don't need to go buy lion's mane. Like, I'm glad you're on the boat with me now with looking up healthy things in the earth, but you already take it. So we don't have to go buy it. But anyhow, medicinal mushrooms are kind of an immune system balancer. So this is why this product is great for people who maybe have autoimmune disorders, because if your immune system is overactive, the mushrooms can help pull it back down and get it back in balance. If it's needing a boost and you need to fight off a cold, well, then it's going to help give you a lot of antioxidants and good stuff to help boost your immune system. Again, this is the pouch that helped Linda's leg go down from 3 sizes too big. And that's going to be because all of the anti-inflammatories that it has in it as well. So we'll go to the next slide. Rejuvenex. Okay. Well, do you use Rejuvenex, Dr. Kristal?
I do. I love Rejuvenex, and I do it. I utilize it a lot when I'm using the Slenderize program, the system, because it's a great way for me to get energy without adding sugars. And I love that it's berry based, and I love that it doesn't give you the jitters, because there's one thing when someone is like, obviously we can use this all the time, but when someone's really focused on burning fat instead of sugar, okay, no matter if you're an athlete, no matter if you're working a Slenderized program and balancing out those hormones and sugars and burning fat, the one thing that happens is, like, it's a lot of cellular energy to do all of that work. And so you start getting this, like, it's a healing process that your body's going through, which means you could get a little sleepy, a little tired, right? When does your body heal? When we sleep. And so I love that we have something that's good for you, cellular nutrition, to get your energy back up, because the minute you drink that coffee, it's not that it's bad for you. It's just that it dehydrates you. You need 3 glasses of water for 1 cup of coffee to replenish that hydration. When you take a couple Rejuvenex, you don't dehydrate. So I just love that you don't have to like do a bunch of other things to get energy. You can just take a couple berry-based Rejuvenex and have that energy back.
I completely agree. This is one of my favorite things. I use it every morning. I pop 4 within 5 minutes of being awake. And I have to say, I used to be a big energy drinker before Rejuvenex, and I would get very, you people that you drink a lot of coffee or you drink your energy drinks, you get your little buzz, or you get either neutral again because you're so tired, and then 3 hours later you are pulling yourself off the ground because you have overwhelmed your adrenals from all the junk and all the caffeine that are in those drinks. So I love that this is a very easy one. It's easy because it's 4 capsules or 2 capsules, whatever you need. You decide how much you need, and then it kind of just mellows right off, and you sleep well, and you don't have any crash, and like she said, you don't have any jitters or heart races. So I just had a lady start that product the other day, and she was like, I absolutely love that energy product. I was like, well, I knew you would. So it's one of my favorites. Okay, so you've lost 100, I'm going to say 160 pounds. I can talk about the drops and go days for days, but I really think people want to hear your experience and how you lost so much weight and what the drops do for you when you use the program, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. So here's the thing. I lost my first 80 pounds doing it the way that most, right now, so many people are utilizing protein shakes, and I love protein shakes because they're, they really get you focused on what you're putting into your body. Okay. So I did the 2 shakes a day and a healthy meal, and I added fruit, and they were great quality shakes. But there comes a point when you have to get out of that, or you want to get out of that diet mentality and thought and move over into, if I'm going to eat healthy for the rest of my life, like, how am I going to do it? And the Slender Ice system really truly got me into eating right, because I could look at the recommended food list, and that food list that came with these drops, it was like a list of food that my grandma would eat. Right? It got me focused on a good pathway to what I was putting in my body. And now the drops, such a game changer for me, because I lost those first 80 pounds doing it the diet way. And it's great. It was 80 pounds of weight loss. But what would happen before is, as soon as I stopped dieting, I would start gaining the weight back. And when I started using these drops, what happened is I lost an additional 80 pounds, but at the end of it, I didn't start gaining weight back, because I finally, for the first time in my life, had balanced my system utilizing these. And I finally had a metabolism. I finally had my hormones working for me. So when I stopped, in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm not on plan. Guess what? I didn't gain 20 pounds. I gained like 3. And I was like, well, that's different. Like, what do you mean I only gained 3 pounds? And I was like, oh, well, all of a sudden I was like, I wanted to eat on plan because my body was craving the good food instead of the old processed stuff. And all of a sudden I was down the 3 pounds and lost an additional 2. I was like, I thought a metabolism was like Santa Claus. Like, I didn't just put a Band-Aid over my weight issues. I went to the cause and I changed my life forever. This is such a different mentality. I feel like I really addressed the issue that I had been chasing my whole life. And so now it's why I want to tell people about it, because it's not, when your sugars start balancing and when your hormones start balancing and when your digestion comes back and is actually working for you, you're a different person. My mood is different. I sleep better. It is. When you say you lost a person, I did. I lost the unhealthy Kristal. And what I found at the bottom of that was who I was really meant to be, what my health was really supposed to look like. And I just want other people to experience it.
It's powerful. Thank you,
Mhm.
man. And I think that is so, which is when people start the product, you said, you know, your body kind of quits craving the junk and you ate from your grandma's list. It is true when you think back of the things that you people grew up eating a long time ago, it was much different than the way people eat now. And you wonder why, or people wonder why they can't lose weight, but the processed food, your body it does not know what to do with it, guys. It is not good for you and it is processed. It's just junk. But when you start giving your body the healthy things, your body naturally wants to start healing itself. It was designed to do that for you. And I love that the drops can help assist your body, is what it really does. It assists your body in fixing itself. And they do help curb your appetite. They help cut that sugar craving where your taste buds kind of get reset to not crave the junk. She said they help balance hormones. So that's the reason I actually love the drops myself. That I get hot flashes. I don't know what it is. I'm only 37, but for some reason I sweat at night unless I'm using the drops. My husband also says they keep me not quite as tiffy. So I don't know if that's from the ashwagandha root or if it's another ingredient, but they do help keep your hormones down. They help your stress levels, your anxiety, you sleep better. And I feel like the weight loss is the bonus effect. Now, some people want to use them for that reason alone. And that's why I love that it's a universal product, because I don't want to get off of them because of the other things they keep balanced in my system. So anyways, we can go to the next slide, Anthony. Could probably talk all night about the drops.
Absolutely.
But essentially, we just covered the transformation pack. And I'm going to pull in one more person. This is my cousin, Carla. And I want her just to give like 2 minutes. She uses all three of these products. She helps me with the Fit to Survive page and the boot camp workouts and recipes and healthy, clean, slenderized recipes. But she uses all three products and she started using them last March. And I kind of just want her to tell how she, if she's still there, unmute yourself, Carla, and just why you love this pack and you're passionate about this pack, because we talk about it every day, honestly.
We do talk about it every day. Can you hear me? Because I live in the middle of the wild, wild West Tennessee.
I can hear you puff.
Awesome. So this is a Verizon hotspot that I'm working off of in case you live in a rural area and are looking for internet. But what we're here to talk about is this transformation pack. And you know, I'm going to take it a little emo for a second, a little emotional, because in February of last year, I was a wreck. I am a fitness instructor. I'm certified in 7 formats. I meal prepped for other people, low carb, keto, Weight Watchers friendly, Atkins friendly for 2 years. And I stopped because the amount of time that I was spending versus what it was doing for me didn't balance out with my family. And so I kind of, when COVID happened, I lost pretty much everything because I wasn't at the gym anymore. I wasn't doing my meal prep anymore. I had no way to feel like I was beneficial, and I gained weight. I put on 10 pounds pretty rapidly. And for someone who knows how to do the right things, putting on weight feels very defeating. And my mom messaged me and said she was getting ready to start back on the drops. And I was just starving for a reason to feel better. And I decided I was going to do it too. And I contacted 2 of my bridesmaids, and you know what? They did it with me. and they both love the products as well. That's another story. But what happened first was the feeling. I felt what Kristen was talking about. I felt better. I wasn't sad. I wasn't without any energy at all, I felt like getting up and moving more and starting to be the human that I knew that I was. And it was the products. And so I just trusted the process and took the products and just kept going. And the more I kept going, the better I felt. And my weight loss wasn't fast right at the first. So all of you who haven't taken your measurements, do it. Take your measurements. It's embarrassing. It feels weird. But if I had done that, I would have seen progress much sooner, because the scale did not tell me I was doing well. At about, I don't even know where I was at when I did the before and after, 3 months maybe. When I didn't think I'd lost any weight at that point. But when I did it for myself, I just went back and looked at pictures and put them side by side. And I was so shocked at how much I had changed in those two pictures that I posted it. And so I don't know exactly what I can tell you that'll inspire you, other than, for me, they made me feel so different that no matter what the scale was saying, I knew that they were changing me, that I wasn't having hot flashes at night. I wasn't waking up gagging on acid reflux. I wasn't completely exhausted in the morning and crying and begging my kids to just please put their clothes on. All of the things that were just more than I could do suddenly were becoming easier. Do I think this solves all life's problems? No, it's just, it's just nutritional. But I obviously was missing I was obviously out of balance in a big, bad way. I had no clue. I had no idea that my hormones were out of balance. No way to know that until they weren't. And I felt so different, and I still feel so different. Once I had achieved my goals in October, I stopped taking the drops as regular. And for me, some of the hormone issues started coming back. So for me, in November, after I had been back on sugars and things like that, I immediately jumped right back to my drops. I was like, oh yeah, I need these. Obviously, I need these. So I'm back on both of my drops and feeling great, and energy is up. I just finished, actually taught 2 different classes today. And everything that I do is low impact. I don't work out 5 days a week. I usually work out 3 days a week, but I lead a very active lifestyle. I have I call it a mini farm. So we have chickens and we have rabbits, and there's lots of things I have to do. So just because I don't do a workout necessarily 5 days a week doesn't mean that I'm sitting still. And I think that that's something that's very important. You need to move. You need to enjoy what you're doing. You need to enjoy what you're eating. Don't think about it as a diet. Think about all of the things on that list as what you can do, what you get to do. And then when you start finding the joy in what you can do and what you get to do and playing with those things, you'll find your happiness. If you stay focused on all the things that you can't and you won't, that's just all negative. But the program, in my opinion, focuses on all the positives. And when we focus on the positive, only positive things happen. Kristen, is there anything you want to know? Have I
No,
said
I think that was
enough?
good. Just wanted to hear why you love the transformation pack. Y'all can tell she loves it. So I appreciate
I do. I love it all.
here. Thank you. So I think that may be our last slide. So if you were invited on and you are curious on how to get started, there are a couple options. So I would just recommend you getting back with who invited you on. You can get your products ordered. The sooner you start, of course, the sooner you're going to start feeling. But there are different ways you can order. If you don't want the whole transformation pack, you can break down and get just 1 or 2. But the best bang for your buck is the transformation pack, because you get 2 of everything, and it is the cheapest route to go in the long run. So anyways, I appreciate everybody getting on tonight. We will be here again next Tuesday at 7:30. and doing the same talk. And we'll try to open up for questions next week. So if you have a question about a certain ailment or product, feel free to bring it in next Tuesday at 7:30. I hope everybody has a great week, and we appreciate you all being on. Bye-bye.